whatever, man. Okay, I am like incredibly inspired after watching the first two episodes of Taylor Swift's documentary for the Eras Tour. It made me want to go chase my dreams, and I don't even know what my dreams are. Like, I'm sitting here recording YouTube content because, like, I don't know what I want to do, and I'm bored, I'm unemployed, I have no money coming in, so, like, what else do I have better to do than spend $500 on this fucking camera and, like, record myself yapping around? And part of me, again, I want to become a better creator because I want to work for other brands and other people. I don't know if I necessarily want to be the influencer, but after watching that, I was like, her mind, it made me want to become a better person. It truly made me want to, like, chase my dreams. But again, like, I don't know what those dreams are, but it made me realize, like, I need to figure out what makes me so happy and what do I love doing so much that I want to spend every waking moment doing it and somehow turn it into something that makes me money. And I am a believer that success is not only defined by money, okay? It is a privilege stance for sure, but like this past year of not having a job, I have realized so much about like what I define as success, and it has been the happiest year that I've ever had in my life because I just got time to rest and like really understand what I'm looking for in my next role, or like what I want my personal life to look like and how can then I reflect that into a job, a career. And I just don't know what I want to do. I don't know what hobbies I like. I don't know what passions I have. I honestly don't even know I have any talent. So it's like, I just don't know what I want to give my life up to do to make money. But I will tell you this much, it is not selling somebody else's brand. Like, if one day I create a brand that I love so much that I want to sell because I'm so passionate about it, that's a different story. But like making a company or somebody else rich while I'm like, I don't get it. And like, again, I don't want to ask for PTO. I'm sick and fucking tired of asking for PTO. I'm sick, and you know what? I'm not Taylor Swift in this sense. I'd be canceling shows left and right if I woke up the way I was feeling today. But like, I want to love what I'm doing so much that I'm like, fuck it. I will sing for 3.5 hours in a snowstorm, rainstorm, with a sore throat. Like, that is what I'm now aspiring. I just don't know where my talent lies or where my passion lies or where my want lies. Like, I don't know what I want to do. What I know I want out of life is no boss. Like, I really don't want a boss ever again. I want to be my own boss. So like, I have to figure that part out for sure. I don't want to ask for PTO. I don't want to live in one certain spot. I want to move abroad to Portugal. I want to spend time in Philly. I want to spend time in Florida. Like, I want flexibility. Like, flexibility and independence to me are my top pillar of success, okay? Money will come right after it, but since I don't have any of that coming in, that's way on the bottom, so I don't get in my head. Like, these are the things that I know I want to do. I want to create or be involved in creation with work. I like doom scrolling, which I'm trying to get away with. I like watching content. I like content. Again, I don't know if I want to be the face of content, but I want to be involved in content. So I want to learn how to edit, which I feel like I'm not really doing a great job trying to figure out how to edit because I can really only edit on my phone, and I need to figure out like a better editing platform to like be cool. Like, again, I think Emma Chamberlain for me in terms of like YouTube content is my vibe. Like, not over edited, but still like edited beautifully. She kind of just lives her life and films it. But I also don't want to be attached to this camera. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already addicted to this, and I'm trying my best to get off TikTok and Instagram. Like, I'm trying to wean myself off, and I do think being in Portugal, I'm hoping will take me outside of my like bad habits, okay? Like the scrolling, the weed, the booze. They are part of my lives that I enjoy, but it is a constant, and I'm over it. I'm over it. So I have to figure out what I want to do with my life. I'm 34 years old, turning 35, and you know what? I've always said I feel like 35 is going to be my year. I feel like it's the year where I will be confident, but like you're old enough where people take you seriously, but still young enough to like be fucking fun. So I feel good about 35, but I'm panicked about 35 because like I am unemployed. I don't want a traditional job. I am applying to jobs and I'm getting rejected left and right, which I don't know if I care about, because yes, I need money, but I have been in a hole of depression because of work before. Like I have wanted to be off this earth because of a job. So I'm like, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there. And that documentary, not only Taylor Swift, but like her whole crew, the dancers and the musicians especially, I was like, I want to do something that I love doing. I don't know what I love though. And that is so sad to say. And everyone's probably like, go back to your, like, what did you like as a child? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember my childhood. I love gymnastics, but not enough to revisit. And plus, my bones can't do it. So again, like, I really just want to figure out, is there a way that I can make money in the content world? Is there a way I can make money by just like showcasing my life, my journey of figuring out what I want to do, which is so like it's so embarrassing to say, because again, I'm 30 fucking 4 years old and I don't know what I want to do with my life. I never really thought about it. I feel like before COVID, I enjoyed my personal life. I loved my life in Chicago and my friends and the city, and I loved my life. That the last job that I had there, I was really starting to like learn a lot. So I was like, you know what? This is it. I'm going to be good at this job. I have no desire to climb a corporate ladder, but I will do good at this role. I will continue to make more money. And I'm learning. Like, it was great. COVID hit, and I was like, I hate this. I actually hate this. I moved to Florida, had the same job, hated it even more because I loved my friend group in Florida, but I was like, I hate Florida. I wasn't enjoying my life. There was no seat. I just didn't like it. So I was like, oh my God. And when I got let go from my very first job, it was the happiest I've ever fucking been. Truly. So happy. I went to an interview the next day, the day after I got fired. They called me back for a second interview. I said, you know what? I'm going to Europe for 3 months. So I did that. And it was, I think it unlocked something in my brain, which isn't great because it rewired my brain so much. I've never been gung-ho on working my ass off in that sense, okay? I get the inspiration from Taylor Swift. She does work her ass off, so I'm going to need to put, excuse me, a little more pep in my stuff, but I just haven't found anything worthy of me working my ass off for, or something that like I really want to work my ass off for. I really haven't. I hope one day I find what Taylor Swift and her crew love to do. Okay? Like, I hope that's my life. I really, really do. But up until now, not one thing. Not one thing. I don't even know what I was saying before I went off on a tangent, but I'm hopeful. I'm like incredibly hopeful that I will figure it out. I want to figure it out this time around. And most importantly, it's like I want to live my life so independently. I don't want to have to count on anyone for money. I want to be able to be financially okay by myself. And I want to make money doing the things that I love doing. I just don't know what those things are. And I also have to be okay with the idea that like it might not work out for me abroad or in a new career, that I might have to come back with my tail between my legs and work a job that I don't totally love, and I have to be good at it and proud of it and happy about it, and I have to remember those things. But I think going abroad like put a light switch in me that I was like, these are the things that I want out of life, which is again being my own boss, not having to ask for PTO, having that flexibility to like travel whenever I want, live wherever I want, like. And also it really made me, like, being abroad made me realize how ridiculous we are here in America about a title, a job title, a salary. Like, I want to be able to make enough to support my life and enjoy my life without feeling like I need to buy X, Y, and Z all the time, or that I'm drowning because everything is so freaking expensive here. Like, I don't know, and I know every place has their own problems, and I'm sure I'll learn more about that when I move abroad, being like, what the fuck? I'm not an idiot. I know things are gonna come my way, but there was just such a sense of calmness when I was in Europe when I went there. And again, maybe it's because I wasn't working and I knew I was gonna be okay, where this time it's a little bit more permanent. And I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. How am I gonna make money? Will I make enough money to survive? Like, this is a little bit more daunting because I want to make this my new reality and new life. Or what if I spend all this money to move abroad and I hate it and I have to come back, and now I'm like 2-3 years out of a career that I never liked, and then have to it's a lot of moving parts in my brain, but I have never been so inspired than now to just like go after it. I don't even know what I'm going after, but I know deep down in my soul the things that I want out of my life, and I'm hoping that that will translate into some type of job that I love. Like, I don't even care if I'm a virtual assistant or a virtual customer service agent. I don't care. I just want to be able to live my life the way I want to. And to me, that starts with like flexibility, independence, to live abroad if I want, Florida if I want, Philly if I want. Like, I want that flexibility. That is like number one to me on my priority list. And then it will be the like unlimited PTO that I can give myself or whatever. And then it'll be me being my boss. Like, seeing Taylor Swift give out bonuses and just be like this incredible worker and human being and boss and entertainer, I was like, it would be my biggest honor in life to like create a world, a brand, a business, whatever that might be, where I can give people in my corner, in my fake company that I'm making up in my brain, in my business, whatever that is, like a life to live, a life that they are excited and happy about and want to work hard for. Like, I've never experienced that within like a corporate culture. And I don't know, like, just watching her with her employees essentially is just, I want to be her. Except for I'm not a pop star and I'm upset and I have no talent, so I don't even know where to begin. But I really made me inspired to just like go after it. Again, what is it I'm after? I don't know. And I don't know why recording videos and posting them to YouTube makes me feel like I'm doing something, but it does make me kind of feel like I'm doing a little bit with my life. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at these documentaries. I watched the Eras Tour for the 100th time last night. I can't believe she gets to look back on her incredible career and her life and like have all this footage and memories, and that's something that I'm lacking. So if anything, like, even if this brings me back to the United States as a sales rep at a company I don't care about, I still want the memories. I want the memes. Like, I want to know that I tried to do something different. Like, I really did. I would feel confident after 2-3 years being like, you know what, that didn't work out, but at least I tried it. And I just want, I want memories. I wish I had more footage of my time in college and in Chicago, or even when I just lived at home for 9 months, or my memories in Florida with like my favorite friend group of all time. Like, I just don't document anything. And I want to make little home videos that I can, again, learn to edit. It's not happening now because I don't do anything, because I'm unemployed and I live in Philly. So the most I do is like go on a walk to go get food and eat and cuddle my dog and watch the Eras Tour. But I'm hoping when I go to Portugal, I will feel a little bit more free to be a little bit more weird, in the sense of like busting out my camera just to like record stuff. I feel like when I move over there, I'm gonna just like have to pretend that this is my job and not be embarrassed. When I went to lunch today, I went to a Portuguese little bakery and had the best breakfast sandwich and pastel de nata. And I was like, I'm gonna take videos, just like video clips of it. And I was so awkward. It was so packed in there. And I was like, I can't. Something about it. And I know what people say. The price for success is the price to be seen. The price to entry is being seen. Some shit like that. Gotta climb Cringe Mountain, but I don't like Cringe Mountain. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe there, but I want to learn to edit. I want to learn to create. I want to be in this world somehow. Like, I'm even watching this documentary being like, wouldn't it be so epic one day if I could edit this documentary? I have no editing skills. And part of me is like, I'm giving up because I cannot figure out the editing. But I have the camera, I have the vibes, I have the want, I have the desire, and I have the pond between me in a couple months where I can just full on figure it out. Like, I'm hoping I can do talking videos like this. Not day in my life, week in my life, maybe day in my life if I'm doing like fun shit in Portugal. I would also like to think of like series I can learn to like direct and film and edit and stuff like that. Like I want a curly hair journey. I have like the prettiest curls in my brain. I like really love the curls. They're just so ugly in the sense that like I don't know how to do them. So I would love to like figure that out, and like how fun would that be trying out different product and like making it into like a little video and like editing it. And I want to do the artist way. Like that is something I want to start when I move to Portugal, and I want to like document my journey. Like I want to see if that book is worth it. Like, will it change my life? I don't know. I just want to become a little bit more creative, and I want to learn to edit and live my life. And I want to go after the things that I want, even if I don't know what they are, but I do know what I don't want. So in order to not go back to that place, I have to, this is the only route that I know how to take, is like to embarrass myself on the internet and hold myself accountable and find fun things for me to learn how to edit and things to do. So that's where I'm at. I'm so thirsty. I need a water and maybe another coffee for the day, but I'm just inspired. I freaking love Taylor Swift, and I cried like a goddamn baby. She just, I don't give a shit if you don't like her music. You're wrong. Trust me. And I'm a new fan. I got on this train 2 years ago. Okay? 2 years ago. Yeah. In like February to be 2 years where I like really was like, oh yeah, I'm freaking obsessed. No, April. A Torture Poets Department. I became locked and loaded on her. I was like, I get it. That album changed my entire brain chemistry. So you don't have to like her music, but the humanity, the grace, the vulnerability, the work ethic, everything about that woman should be what people aspire to. And that sounds so crazy, but like, what a beautiful, what am I trying to think? I was about to say, it was like a beautiful, like, she's just such a joy to watch and like to try to understand her brain. And it really is just like a beautiful human for people to role model. She's a beautiful role model for the younger gals. And again, I'm 34 and I'm like, I'm inspired. So I'm here, I'm ready, I'm in it to win it, whatever the winning is, but I need a water and some medicine. Bye. How do I turn this off? Never again.